Alright, hey guys, my name's Hayes. I thought this would be worth mentioning to the community. Some of y'all probably know how to do this or have different methods to do so, but I thought this would be a pretty good opportunity to record a video. But basically what I'm doing here is I'm working on my excavator. I've already done that to these two pivots and pistons, but what we're trying to do here is we want to link this what do you call this? This hinge here with the rotation of this piston. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. I have a tilt sensor here on the front. I have two dials, right? And then I have this throttle lever here. So we're going to set this minimum value to -1, max of 1. Start value 0, because that's where this starts. Put the sensitivity down a little bit so you can tweak it really well. We're going to title this piston, and this will be tilt. Just to make sure, I just put this value here for the piston so we can make sure we're getting the right, the full range. I don't feel like going to the microcontroller and explaining all that, but you'll see what I'm about to do here in a second. So I'm going to put my piston value there, put my tilt there, and then this throttle lever goes here. So right now this is set to 0 power, so we're going to spawn it. It's completely controlled by the hydraulic. So you see our tilt value here. So I'm going to take note of that piece of paper, because that's our 0 point. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to tilt it all the way up, get my tilt value, write this down, just write up, and then what your value is. I only take the first 4 digits, or I guess the first 5 if you count the decimal place. Now we're going to rotate it all the way down. Take this value, write again on your piece of paper or notepad, whatever, write down, and then put the value in there, which is 0.0585. Oh no, that's it. That's all we need. 0.585. Alright. So, our piston is clamped here. So I'm going to take note of that as well. But I believe it extends all the way up. Okay, cool. Alright. So now, what we're going to do, my piston's clamped in both directions. 0.8, which gives it a total range value of 1.6. Keep that in mind. I'm going to move 0.8 in both directions, right? So full range of motion of these pistons is 1.6. Sometimes that matters. We're just going to go off these tilt values here, okay? We're not going to do all the extra math. So I'm going to bring this back. I'm going to set the piston max power to 0. And then we're going to go to this hinge here. We're going to give it some power. So when it spawns, it should be straight up and down. So we'll check our 0 pointing in, which was 0.35. Are we still there? We're close enough. So our up value was 0.1232. So we're going to move this up till we get that value. 0.1232. Alright, we're going to call it, we're going to call this value You can round a little bit. Just don't round a whole lot. We're going to call it 0.4 just because of how close that is. So that's our up value, because we're right at the tilt where we wanted, which was 1232. So now we're going to tilt it the opposite way. We're looking to get to negative 0.058. Alright, and then we're going to call this value for the down portion of the pivot to 0.34. Actually, let's just call it 0.4 for simple math. 0.4. So this has a range of... Oh, this will be great for the math. So this has a range of 0.8 from 0 in both directions. The piston had a range of 1.6 in both directions. So an easy way to do this now that we figured our math out is to get a function block. We're going to put the function block right here. We're just going to do x times, actually I'm sorry, x divided by 2. Because we're just using half our value. And this should 0.5 in both directions. So does that mean I need to divide this by 4? I believe so. So now we take the input for this value. And again, I'm not going to explain the microcontroller. That's something you'll have to figure out yourself. So x divided by 4, because the pivot's in a half rotation each way. But it should work. Maybe I did need to divide that by 2. I'm sorry. That should actually work now. Keep in mind that the piston's not doing anything. This is just the pivot now. But it's in line with what we want. Yeah, it's not binding the piston. It's not doing anything weird. Okay. So now, all I gotta do is turn the power back on here. Oh, we need to get that speed up too. Okay. We should be able to spawn it. And it's not gonna bind up or do anything weird. See? Nice actuation. Am I saying that right? Anyways. Thanks for watching. It's just been a simple video. Hopefully you followed me, what I was trying to say here. But let me know what you think, and hopefully this helps somebody.